All my niggas ride for me. I got niggas that'll die for me. You niggas ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilled like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap peeled like that, cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that, you niggas ain't built like that. You was never on the block, you ain't never dodge a knock. You ain't never fought another crew holding down the park. You ain't swam with the sharks, you ain't wrestled with the gators. You was never fucking popping, you ain't got no fucking haters. Bitch, niggas like you make me watch out for the traitors. When you around some real niggas, mind your behavior. I will beat a nigga ass, then I'm laughing like I'm Jada. Get your fucking mind blown like a cartridge on a Sega. You niggas want attention, they don't want the war though. Talking all that shit, but you got a glass jaw, ho. They never deliver, they got that DiGiorno. This that Walking Dead flow, I eat a rapper torso. You ain't the same man once you off the microphone. You ain't never broke a bone, you ain't never had a scar. You a certified pussy, so don't make me pull your card. I'm a certified prophet, respected like the word of God. Cause you ain't got the heart, nigga, you ain't got the heart. You ain't about to finish any beef that you start. You ain't never been a soldier, little nigga, play your part. Claiming that you'll spark when you ain't got the heart. Cause you niggas ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilled like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap peeled like that, cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood get spilled like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap peeled like that, cause niggas get killed like that. All my niggas ride for me. All my niggas ride with me. I got niggas that'll die for me. All my niggas ride with me. You niggas ain't.
I just wanna see my enemies fall. Yeah. Hey, look, I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Then start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen never shitted on me. Yeah. Public housing we done lived through. Trying to put that in my rear view. Gold rolls, what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes and all you fuck niggas that's gon' hate. Daily pray to God I don't catch another case. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas, they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof. me. Got killers with them rounds on them. Look like I'm dead from the drum. Look, don't make me make the reaper rain down on them. I can give a fuck if you rock blue. And I was Sue Woo from the Fruittown crew. Cops still shoot us every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know that brotherhood is a weapon. Build another zone, get protected. Too many sisters in the city been molested. Now I'm stacking soldiers off the block like it's Tetris. Woo. Know that truth, it give you chills, don't it? Steady ringing in your ears, won't it? If I'm blessed to make a meal, I'ma bust that shit down with my real homies. I just wanna bow. So my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Hey. Yeah. Tired of them children. You grow up with parents strung out on drugs. Yeah. I just wanna bow. Hope you do too. And I hope you do too. Yeah. Man, to the brother that had a real. And she left him for whatever reason. Yeah. I just wanna bow. I hope you do too. And to the sister, you know what I'm saying, that had that nigga leaving. Yeah, yeah. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Some of my niggas is locked up. I hope you do too. Man, I hope you niggas see the light of day. Yeah, I just wanna bow. Yeah, I just wanna bow.
All right, Shalom Israel. We're the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahana. Y'all know where we at. Y'all know what to do. We got another one going tonight. This is the law class, and it is most certainly against the Most High laws to celebrate America and all of its holidays, and it's also a sin to worship any other god other than the Most High. Now, in the ISUPK, we know that none of those gods exist. You understand? So when I'm saying worship a god, I'm just simply saying a god that you reverence as a god, something that you made a god, you know, some type of god that has been passed on through history and through traditions and through, you know what I'm saying, y'all throughout your families or whatever the case may be. Like, for instance, with the New Year's celebration, that is the worship of a god, and they don't even know it. They don't even understand it. Our people don't even understand that is the worship of a false god. You understand? A Babylonian god, several Babylonian gods. You understand? And goddesses, and this has been going on for thousands of years. You understand? Like our people think that since they turned around and started celebrating this stuff, like they are the best to ever do it. Like, this is, oh man, those Nakers that are celebrating the New Year's, now they are doing it right. You know what I'm saying? They really think that they have taken something and then just, you know, made it what it is today. You know, you are making it what it is today because you are partaking in it. You are celebrating in it. You are the slave. You understand? You are the one spending the money. You understand? Not the other nations people. Not all of them. They know what they do. You understand? And some of this stuff they don't even celebrate like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't even care about half of this stuff that we do. They done, you know, moved on to something else, and you know, here we are still, you know, spinning their wheels. You understand? Making them all sorts of cash. You understand? On these filthy days. You understand? Which is absolutely ridiculous. You understand? But we're going to turn around and we're going to let me see. Go to Exodus 20. Start off at Exodus 20. And let me see. Verse 1. Start at 1. We're going to read down to probably about 3. God, nice and loud, warrior.
Exodus chapter 20 from the top.
Count 20 verse 1. Okay, that's it.
And Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
I'll stop right there for a second. Now you know the story about the Israelites and how the Lord delivered them out of the land of Egypt. Now, constantly we are reminded throughout this Bible, you understand, that the Lord did that for us. You understand? And that's huge. And that's big, because no other people was led out of the land of Egypt. You understand? And then, you know, what makes it more significant is that the Most High is constantly reminding us of this incident. You understand? Don't ever forget. Like, for instance, when who was that? What's the Steve Harvey? When Steve Harvey, what did he say about slavery? Remember what he said? He said, I don't give a damn about slavery. Somebody had said, I believe it came on one of his shows, and they had said, when I'm around my white friends, you know, sometimes the topic of slavery comes up, you know, and I just want to know how to address my white friends, you know, and what should I do, Steve? And Steve told me, he said, slavery. He said, I don't give a damn about slavery, you know. And the crowd went wild too. They said, yeah, that's real, you know. And see, slaves want to forget, because guess what? They want to stay asleep. They don't want to wake up and have to deal with reality. What's that on the Matrix? They got a new one out. The red pill or the blue pill? Which one keep you asleep? I can't think of it. Look it up real quick. Somebody look that up real quick. Which one is the pill to reality, and which one is the one that keeps you in the dream? You understand? It keeps you in the Matrix. It's one of those two pills, the red one or the blue. I think the blue one is the one that keeps you in the dream, keeps you asleep. And I believe the red one is the hardcore one that you turn around and wake up and open your eyes.
Red pill is the ignorance.
Is the who?
The red pill keeps you in ignorance.
Okay, and the blue pill is the what? What did it say? Nice and loud on the mic.
It says the terms red pill and blue pill refer to a choice between the willingness to learn a potentially unsettling or life-changing truth. By taking the red pill or remaining in contented ignorance with the blue pill.
Okay, wait a minute. So the blue pill
is the ignorance.
The blue pill is ignorance.
Right. The
Right,
red
okay,
pill,
so yeah,
red
and the
pill
is the one that wake you up. Okay, so that's what I had it right. So the red pill is the one that's gonna wake you all the way up.
Right.
The blue pill is the one that's like night talk. Night talk will help you get your Z. It'll help you stay asleep. You understand? You turn around and get a big pillow, boy, and blanket, and get a long nap with one of them blue pills.
Right.
But that red one, good God, they don't want that red one. They'll never take the red one. They'll never choose red. You understand? Because guess what? Steve Harvey, hey, he here in this place, he got it going on.
Right.
He got money. He own movies. He got a house and cars and whatever else the hell he's enjoying here in America. You understand? He's doing just fine, right?
It's like it, sir.
Go ahead, Warren.
These other nations know if they know we don't.
Nice
keep
and
the
loud.
these other nations know once we don't keep the commandments, they can oppress us.
God, they do. That's in the Bible. Absolutely.
Yeah, I couldn't. I didn't know it verbatim, so I just kind of paraphrased it.
Oh, God, yeah. No, anytime you want to pull the scripture, you can just ask. We'll pull it. You know what I'm saying? But definitely as a young man and as a trooper, you know what I'm saying, pulling the scriptures, that'll be definitely you teaching. You understand? And right now you just learning. Okay? You learning, taking notes, writing them all down, where they at, what they say. And then at the day you're going to be studying to become a teacher. Then you pull all the scriptures you want. You pull the whole Bible. You understand? And turn around and put it all on the table. Break it all down. You understand? But that day will come, you got to work for that. You understand? Work real hard for that, and you definitely can become a teacher. But but you're right. You understand? That is in the Bible. To the other nations of people know that as long as we sin against our God, they going to be on top of us and we're going to be on the bottom. You understand? And like I said, with this indicate, the Lord brought us out of the land of Egypt, not to put us on the bottom or for us to go back on. Hell, we was on the bottom in Egypt. You understand? And then after coming out, guess what? We ends up on the bottom of everybody's society anyway. And we keep going through it and keep going through it and keep going through it. And then here we are, we at it again. You understand? We're at it again. We're on the bottom of this society here called America. You understand? And he ain't letting up. That white man is ferocious, boy. He is not letting up. You understand? Like, I mean, why would he? The richest ever. You know what I'm saying? What for? What they say, turn down for what? What would make him turn down? You? You understand? Because what they say, your neck hurt. He's sitting on your neck because you can't breathe. Did you like the one brother choked him out on the sidewalk? You know, did you like Michael Brown blew his brains out? That's why you want him to turn down? Because of that? Man, please. Because you can't pay your bills? Because you can't find a job? Because you don't have anything in life? Oh, that's your reason for him to turn down? It ain't going to never happen. He's never going to do it. That's why the Lord going to make him do it. You understand? The Lord is going to make him do it. And guess what? We're going to do what the scriptures say. We're going to provoke the Lord. You understand? And not with evil. We're going to provoke him, you understand, to try to speed this thing up some, to where he can see his true servants is serving him. We doing what we supposed to do. You understand? So Lord will, he turn around and spin that clock and go and hurry this thing up. You understand? So we can get the hell up out of it. You feel me? But until then, we got work to do. You understand? We got work to do. And guess what? We're going to turn around and we're going to do exactly what's in the what they call the 10 Commandments, right? And it's called the 10 Commandments for what reason? Well, why is it called the 10 Commandments? Because, you know, some people believe that there is only 10 commandments. Why is it the 10? Why do they call it the 10 Commandments? What is so significant about the commandments being the first 10? What is so significant about that?
I think that was the first 10 that the Most High gave to Moses to give to, if I'm saying it right, sir. Not sure because
that's true, but what makes those first 10 so significant?
Not sure. America.
No sweat. It's just simply the foundation for all the laws. You understand? You know how something is, a house is built off of a foundation, stands on the foundation, sits on the foundation. You understand? You turn around and this is our foundation, right? For all the laws. So everything else, you understand, sits on the, yeah. You know, so that's the significance of it. It's not just 10 commandments like what a lot of Christians tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because they swear up and down that it's only 10 commandments. Just think about that. Only 10 commandments. And they can't even keep them 10.
Right.
Like, you got to be one lousy human being to where you just cannot do 10 whole things in life. You understand? Come on, man. You know, and they got an excuse for that. To why they can't keep the 10. It's always some reason, ain't it, Bob? They always got some type of something. They go, oh, well, Jesus was the only man that was perfect. We can't keep all the commandments. Damn, you said it was only 10. Then he did away with just 10 things? The Most High, you was so goddamn pitiful and sorry to where the Most High had to get rid of the only 10 things that he told you to do. Like, that's it. It was just 10, and you can't do them. Like, that's ridiculous. It's over 600, and guess what? You can do them all. You can do them all. And in the ISUPK, we don't make no excuses in here. We keep them all. We keep all the commandments. You gonna come in here. You're going to question, you're going to learn, you understand, and then you're going to keep them. It's just that simple. It's not even difficult. It says it in the Bible, and we are in here doing it. We are in the truth doing it. You understand? For those that don't think that they can ever get off of weed, man, you can get off of weed. You understand? I done heard all the weed head stories that I done heard up in here. You understand? I done heard a lot of them. Okay, but brothers ain't touched no bud in years. You understand? And that's a great thing because that weed is something real hard to shake, boy. As I ride through the city of St. Louis, I smell it everywhere. You understand? I hate it sometimes because the smell be so damn strong. I can smell it in my vehicle.
Right.
You understand? I be hoping like, damn, if I get pulled over, I hope they don't think I got the weed in here and want to turn my damn car up trying to find it. You understand? Because the smell be so strong just from vehicles, you know what I'm saying, passing by, smoking it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about with the windows up. You understand? I ain't even talking about with the windows down, man. I very even in the summer when it's hot, I very seldomly ride around with my windows down. You understand? They mostly always up. But even then, I can smell it, you know? So like I said, it's terrible. But you can turn around and stop sleeping with hoses. If that's your problem, you can come in here and guess what? You can learn and you can turn around and fight that lust and stop sleeping with whores.
That's right.
I know that in the world, that's, man. What's that song? Sex, Money, and Murder. It's a song, old song, like Sex, Money, and Murder. Boy, that's all that's out there. You know, it's a bunch of crime. But guess what? You can't stop being a criminal. You can learn how to have sex the right way. And you can most definitely stop murdering your brothers and your sisters, your people. You understand? And you can do that if you come in here. All right? But go ahead. Let's read some more. Read down a little bit.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage, right? So Egypt was the house of bondage to us. You understand? Because guess what? That's where we was in bondage in Egypt. You understand? So it was the house of bondage. You know? Keep going.
Verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
What did he say?
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. You can't, we, Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we cannot have another God. It just won't work. Us trying to serve other gods has never worked for us. When you go in the scriptures time after time after time after time after time, when we try to serve other gods, how did it go? How did it go? It didn't go well at all. It didn't go well at all. You understand? It caused us to lose the kingdom at one point. Caused us to turn around and be thrown away completely because we kept doing the same old thing. That's terrible. You understand? Because when the scriptures say that had the Most High went to the heathens with this, they would have did it. Like, oh, that was a cold cut, boy. They would have got it right. They would have got it right. They would have loved to be they want to be in opposition. Every single last heathen desires to be us. You understand? And here, look what he did. He desired to be us so tough, he went and stole our identity.
Right.
Right.
He understand and told us we African Americans. You understand? Had Jesse Jackson pull that nonsense over on us. That's what we wanted to be called. Start calling us Negroes and Afro Americans and you understand? All kinds of things. We get nicknamed like crazy.
Right.
Why? Because they done stole our identity. You understand? And then now they are us. And we still lost, don't even know who we are. Like I was listening to a cat today on Clubhouse when he was like, I don't even know if I am an Israelite. I very well may not. Well, you know, my thing, I didn't say this, so I didn't get, I didn't even respond. I was just listening at that point. But I was like, what would even be the point? You understand? If you're not sure, if Christ didn't say those words to us that ye shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free, when are we going to know the truth then? If the truth is not out here right now, if the truth is not in the ISUPK up under Commander General Yohana, which is the home of the truth, the one and only home of the truth, if it's not here, then where is it? You understand? Where is it? What other place is actually giving our people their identity back? You understand? None of them. He's like in, like church. I don't know if he was or not, but that's what he's like. He's like in church believe in what they say in there is that you're all Gentiles. You know what I'm saying? That's what they teaching in the churches, is that you're all Gentiles. You know. Now, if that's totally true and we don't have no identity, then who are we still?
Right.
Like, who will we be? Because Gentile is not a nationality. You understand? It's not an ethnicity. It's not a race.
Right.
You understand? It's more a title. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, but here we are, you know, not knowing him, well, him at least. You understand? Not knowing, and just was like, well, I mean, what if I? But trying to do what he see and hear the men in the ISUPK do. He's trying to teach something that he's not even sure about himself. Now that makes absolutely no sense. You understand? To turn around and teach somebody something when you don't believe it yourself. You don't even believe it. You understand? You don't even know how you are an Israelite. You know, like I said, and if our people come to the truth, that wouldn't be an issue. You understand? That would most certainly not be an issue. Okay? Well, go ahead, pull that article, boy. Let's get that article. Because the Most High said, have no other gods before me. And I'm going to show you how it's a whole bunch of gods. I'm going to let you start on that, Abon, and then let me see. Young man, I'm going to give you this other one. Or I might just break it down. Go ahead, Abon. Read that article. Start reading that article.
The earliest recorded festivities in honor of a New Year's arrival date back some 4,000 years to ancient Babylon.
Mm-hmm. Ancient Babylon. They love Babylon. This is a daughter of Babylon. A lot of people don't know that. But this place here is the daughter of Babylon, the great whore. Go ahead, keep reading.
For the Babylonians, the first new moon following the vernal equinox.
Mm-hmm.
The day in late March with an equal amount of sunlight and darkness heralded the start of a new year. They marked the occasion with massive religious festival called Akitu, derived from the Sumerian word for barley, which was cut in the spring.
Okay, the celebration of Akitu. Now that's one. That's where it derived from, right? Akitu. I was gonna send you that article, but it came a little faster than what I expected. But we turn around. Akitu is supposedly the start of the year, right? And that celebration, that word, what does it say? It mean barley, right?
Kano.
And that's is that Somalian? What is it? What is that?
Sumerian.
Sumerian, not Somalian, Sumerian. Okay, still Hamites, right? The ancient Babylonians was Hamites, right? They was Africans, and it was Sumerian. You understand that word? And they turn around, and every start of the year, they would turn around and celebrate. You know, the beginning of the new year, right? And of course, it's not January 1st, right? The start of the new year. Now, even though they off, you understand, for even worshiping that time, you know what I'm saying? But they're right about when they started it. You understand? The new year is in the spring, roughly about March or April, right? Now the Lord, it ain't no, okay, like the calendar, you know how the calendar has a same day, same time it starts and all that. That's not how it works. You understand? The start of the new year could either be in, like for instance, our Passover, right? The Passover is roughly about the start of the new year as well, to where it's either in March or it's either in April. Right, and that right there is the start of the new year around that time, and that's what they do. They celebrate the new year, right? And here's the thing: January 1st is not new. Everything is doing what outside? What's everything doing outside?
Repeat that question again.
Huh?
You said what was they doing outside?
Yeah, what is everything outside doing? Trees, grass, flowers.
Growing.
Huh?
Growing.
Right now? January 1st. What is
It's cold. Everything stops, pretty much.
when we say
Cold,
stop? What do you mean?
cold.
What you mean?
Like the trees, grass and stuff stop growing. It's
So it's doing what?
Cold. I guess it's stop.
You said stop. So what is it doing?
Nothing.
Yeah, it ain't doing nothing. But what is it doing? What is the grass doing? What is trees doing? What are the flowers doing? Okay, you can give an example. All right. August, September, right? You had flowers outside growing, right? That was standing up, sticking out the ground. Around December and January 1st, what happens to those flowers that was once sticking in the ground? You said they stopped. They did what?
They fall down to the ground.
So it did what?
Stop growing.
What did the flower do? What did the flower do? You said it stopped and it fell down. It did what? So it did something.
Go into the earth.
No. What did it do? The flower that was once standing up, that was had petals, right, like a rose, right? Roses have petals, correct? And it turned around and August and September, the thing was standing up, nice and pretty, right? You could pick them. Matter of fact, over off what's that? Forest Park, ain't that Linda? That little part of the park right there. They got a bunch of them. They got a bunch of flowers that's over there. Those flowers, you said, fell down. They did what? You said they stopped. What did they do?
Stop growing.
It stopped growing, but what do they do? They stop growing once they get however tall they gonna get, right? Even in the summer, they stop growing in the summer, right? They grow until they gonna stop growing, right?
They shrivel up and I guess they shrivel up and
no, no. The flower itself. Come on, okay. Come on, Warrior. Listen, you know, a flower, right? It stop growing even in the summertime. It don't just keep growing and get 50 feet tall, do it? No, it stops growing and then it's just a nice little pretty little flower, right? The flower did something. You said when it fell over, it stopped. That means it did what?
Die.
Huh?
Die.
Louder.
Die.
Louder.
Die.
Louder.
Die.
Louder.
Die.
It died, yeah. In this time of the year, everything is dying. You understand? The leaves are falling off the branches. You understand? Branches falling on top of your car, right? Why? Because they're dying, right? The bushes. What happens to big? You see, big man. I got a big bush in front of my crib. I can't stand that damn thing.
Right.
You understand? My rib like it though, but I hate it. And guess what? I love it around this side because that big old thing does what?
Die.
It's gone now. Now in March and in April and so on, what is it gonna do?
Grow back.
It's gonna grow back, right? So how could, when things die, how could that be the new year, right? How could that be the new? Because nothing's new at this point. You understand? The things are new because guess what? They're growing back. You understand? That's why they even come up with that term, New Year. It was. Why? Because everything's new now. You understand? The grass is gonna be new. It's gonna turn green again. Right now it's kind of brown looking, and it's small. You ain't got to cut it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't much rain. In most cases, in some cities, there's a lot of snow on top of it, right? So yeah, you can't see the grass, especially with the snow. You know what I'm saying? But most times that's what it do here in St. Louis. It be the snow by now, and then guess what? You won't even see your grass. You barely even see the trees because they covered in snow. You know what I'm saying? All the leaves be in your backyard. You gotta pick them up. You understand? My next house, man, I ain't gonna have no trees in my yard. Good night. I can't stand them things. Picking up leaves, raking them, blowing them. You understand? However, you gotta get them up. You know, you gotta get them things up, right? And guess what? That's when it's in the winter, when it's dead. Nothing is new in the winter. You understand? everything has done what? What it do again?
Die.
It's dead. You understand? So the Hamites knew, the ancient Babylonians knew round about March and February, it would be the new year. And that's where they turned around, they came up with that celebration, a Kitu. You understand? To where they turn around and they would take, and it's a big, long, drawn out. If I'm not mistaken, it was over, I think 12 days. I think they may have been celebrating that for 12 days as well. You understand? To where they turn around and was the worship of the god Marduk too. Well, damn, what's his name?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
It was 11 days, and they celebrated the god, sky god Marduk.
Marduk, that's it. Marduk is another one. What's the other one name?
And the sea goddess Tiamat.
Who?
Tiamat.
Okay, now what they would do is they would take, and it was I believe the king would have to go. It was two temples that they had. They had one that what's his name again with the M?
Marduk.
Marduk was in, and it was another one that was not too far. They had to travel to get to. You know what I'm saying? And what they would do is, now this a whole little ritual. I'm gonna kind of break it down, shorten it up a little bit. But what they would do is in the other temple was where the priest would be. There'll be a priest there waiting on the days, and they celebrate because it's days, certain days that they would do certain things on day 1 through 2, 3 through 4. You know what I'm saying? 5 through 6, stuff like that. And then they would turn around and go, and I believe it was like the third day they had to go travel to the other temple and present themselves. The king had to present himself to the priest. You had to take off, he had to kneel. You understand? Take off his crown, take off his sword and all. All of his war gear, lay it before the priest. You understand? That's kind of like that's like a term of him being humble, right? To where he's not coming for war, not not coming for no chaos or nothing like that. To where he's gonna turn around and humble himself, take off all his everything, stand there before the priest, be bent down before the God and the priest and all of that. The priest will come, say something to him, then turn around, punch the dude in the face, right, just to make sure he's without sin. You understand? And if he's not, that punch in the face will take care of the sins. You know what I'm saying? If he sinned, then that big punch will take care of it. So he got to lose 2-3 of his teeth. You understand? Every year to serve, what's his name? Marduk. Yeah, Marduk. He got to turn around and get his teeth knocked out, right? And get his jaw cracked to serve this God. Then after that, they turn around and present whatever he gonna present to the God. You got to give him whatever spoils of war they had. So the king presents it to the priest, lay it before the God. That's the offering and all of that. Then they would take and go back, and then they would bring the other gods and goddesses in. You understand? Once they would go back to Marduk, take everything back to Marduk, then they bring all the other gods and goddesses out, and they would worship them. Of course, they would sing songs. Now Ishtar was one of them, and Ishtar is the goddess of war and sex. You understand? Now some people might say love, but she's not the goddess of love. She's a whore. You understand? She's the goddess of sex, not love. Couples finding one another and getting married and having children and being a family. No, she's the goddess of sex. And why you think on the New Year's so much of that stuff goes on?
Right.
The same statistics that we brought out for Christmas, and how many women cheat on they men, and how many men go sleeping with other men's wives on Christmas. Man, it's the same. It's the same for New Year's. It all goes down in this holiday season. You understand? It all goes down in this holiday season. It won't be until roughly about 2 to 3 weeks after the New Year's, so-called New Year's season, January 1st, is when people are going to start realizing, oh, okay, I shouldn't have did that. You understand? That's when it's going to stop.
Right.
But all the way from December to January, about the second or third week, they get it in. They get it in. They sleeping with whoever they want to sleep with. They doing whatever evil and nasty, and that's why. That's why they doing what they doing, because they only understand that it's involving sex. The worship of, the New Year is surrounding sex. You understand? Because one of the gods that represents that day is whore, and they would turn around and of course have like a festival, sing songs, right? Like for instance, Ishtar is a whore, so they've been singing. Who is that? Megan Thee Stallion and not Nicki Minaj, the other one, Cardi B. There's some hoes in this house. Sir. You understand? They were singing "It's Some Hoes in This House" 4,000 years ago. You understand? 4,000 years ago. That song ain't nothing new. It's some hoes in this house. They was doing this 4,000 years ago, singing that kind of stuff to their gods. You understand? And that's what they had to do. Well, that ain't what they had to do, but that's what, of course, they came to do. That's what they all did. You understand? Because at first it started off small, to where it was just a couple of towns that was doing it, until the thing spread over the whole Babylonia. You understand? All of Babylon started celebrating the New Year 4,000 years ago with festivals, same what they're doing right now today. So what's so different?
Right.
I heard a cat say that he takes what the white man has made and makes it his own. And I'm still trying to understand that. Like, how did you take Christmas and make it your own? You understand? What did you do to make Christmas so different when everybody is celebrating it the same? You understand? They all got trees. They all got lights. They all got Santas. They all got baby Jesus. I seen one house I rode past had the Santa and the reindeer sleigh and the damn the nativity. You know what I'm saying? The baby Jesus and the manger, his mother and Joseph, and, and the sheep and the you know what I'm saying, the shepherds and all of them. Yeah, they got the whole damn, all of it was mixed in together. They just had it all going out there in they damn yard. You understand? Ridiculous. But you doing it the same way. So I asked the brother, I said, so I mean, what are you doing that's so different?
Right.
And he started mentioning, he couldn't answer. He really couldn't answer. But he started mentioning how he takes off on the, that's cool, man. Ain't nobody tripping off you taking advantage of being off on the oppressor's holidays. Take off. You understand? Chill. Or better yet, you can work and get that over and that double time. You understand? That time and a half and that double time. You can work it and get paid. You know what I'm saying? You could do that. Or you could take off. You know, whichever one you want to do. You can try to come up on these few days because they back to back. You understand? They back to damn back. Or you can chill, relax. No big deal. But he turned around and said, no, I want to know specifically, what are you doing? How did you take the white man's Christmas? How do you take his holiday and make it your own? And then he said, black folks, we are inventors, and we reinvent everything. I said, oh, so you reinvented Christmas, huh? He said, I'll give you an example. He said, the same way that, he said, I talked to a brother, and I hadn't seen him in a while, and I said, hey, man, what's going on? How you been? And he said, oh, man, I'm Gucci, right? And he tried to compare how we talk in slang, you know what I mean, and use that to say that he took Christmas and reinvented it. And I said, bro, slang, we just cool like that. You understand? We take everything and take a word and make it mean something else. You know what I mean? I said, so it's no sin in that. But how did you take Santa Claus, Rudolph, the elves,
Right.
Mrs. Claus, the North Pole, Christ being born on December 25th, baby Jesus, Mary and his father sleeping out in the yard, and him sleeping in the manger. You understand? And the shepherds, and all of it. How did you take that and make it your own? How you claiming the fame for this? I don't get it. You know. And he said, that's a real dominant thing to take what the white man. I said, no, that's just a slave. You're just a slave. Because you're not reinventing anything. You're reinventing more and more evil. That's all you're doing. There's no way to take a day that was started off as a lie and then you make it the truth. Like, you know, like, why not be real reinventive and give him that shit back? You understand? Take that holiday, Christmas, give it back to him. Reinvent that and say, man, here, you take this. This is a lie. My kids, bad as hell, don't deserve no gifts, no damn way. Here, take this goddamn holiday. You understand? The New Year, man, look, last year, my woman cheated on me and all this at the holiday, the New Year's party. Take this, man. Go on with that. You understand? Why not give him his garbage back? You understand? Why are you trying to reinvent something? You're just a good slave. You want to be in your master's shoes. That's what it is.
Right.
You want to be. Black people just love white people, man. They love them. And they willing to celebrate and do every single thing behind them. Christ told them. Christ checked them Israelites back then. And we do the same thing today. And we let them know exactly where they coming from and who they are. Okay, we're going to get those scriptures next too. But what they would do is, they would take and on the appointed days bring all of the gods and goddesses out, the statues, right? So they had statues for all of them. You understand? Marduk, what's the name?
Marduk.
Marduk was I think he was the god of he was a god of war too, right? What he was god of war?
He's a Babylonian sky god.
Sky god, and I think he was a god of affliction or something like that. I'm gonna have to look it back up. But they turned around and they have a sculpture of him. They had a statue of all of their gods and their goddesses, and they would bring them out, and that's when they would start singing them songs and had all the sacrifices and stuff all around the gods and goddesses and all of that, and they would just sing them songs, some hoes in this house and all that nonsense, and it was just one big nasty fest. You know what I'm saying? And they turn around, and it's gonna be later down in the article. I don't know if I want to say it yet, but it talks about where the New Year's resolution comes from too. You understand? Like, here we are. Thinking that, like I said, we thinking this is something that just started happening. The slaves had just started partaking in these things once we integrated. You understand? Once we integrated with them, we started doing everything behind them. As a matter of fact, pull this scripture for me real quick. Give me, I think it's in John. John 8 and I believe we want to start at 44. Hold on 1 second. Let's see where I want you to start at. Because I kind of want to get the gist of it to let you know who he was talking to. Start at 37. Mm-hmm. 8 and 37.
John chapter 8, verse 37. I know that ye are Abraham's seed.
He said he know what?
Abraham's seed.
So he's talking to Israelites here. You understand? Because you are Abraham's. I know you are Abraham's seed, right? Keep going.
But ye seek to kill me,
Mm-hmm.
because my word hath no place in you.
Okay, so you know that our people were seeking to kill Christ. Why? Because he said that he was he was God's. He was the son of God. He said he wanted to kill him for that. Everything that he was cutting them on. You understand? Everything that he was teaching them the truth. The same way how our people see us out there on the streets of that camp and how they want to kill us. They, on the videos, who do we argue with most of the time? Our people. You understand? That's who we are arguing with the majority of the time on the videos about Christ being black, Christ not loving white people. It's a sin to eat pork and shrimp and crab and lobster. You understand? We arguing with our people about these things. And guess what? Christ was going in on his people at the same time, saying that my word had no place in you. The things that I'm saying and I'm teaching, they ain't got no place in you because guess what? You don't believe it. Even though you Abraham's seed. You Abraham's seed. Those brothers and sisters out there at the camps, they Abraham's seed. But our words ain't got no place in them. Right? It ain't got no place in them now. It ain't got no place in them then. Right? Keep going.
38. I spake that.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Skip down to 39. He said a couple of things. He said something else in 38, and then 39 they responded. Go ahead.
Verse 39. They answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father. Yahweh shall say it unto them.
Okay, so they responded back to him like, man, Abraham is our father. Right? So keep going.
Yahweh shall
Matter
say
of fact, hold on. Salaki. Go ahead and read 39 so everybody can get the point that's listening. Okay. Read 38. So you read 37 about him being Abraham's seed and they seeking to kill him because his word had no place in him. Read 38. That way I don't want nobody to get lost. Go ahead.
38. I speak that which I have seen with my father,
Mm-hmm.
and ye do that which ye have seen with your father.
Okay, so he turned around and told them, you do that you have seen of your father. I'm doing what I've seen of my father, right? So, but if they're both, Christ was Abraham's seed as well. So if everybody's Abraham's seed, it's like, what is he talking about? So this is why they finna respond and say what they said in 39. Read 39.
39. They answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father.
Okay, so stop right there. They said, man, Abraham is our father. Like, no, you tripping. Abraham is our father. You know what I'm saying? Because he made a clear distinction to say, my father and your father, right? So now keep reading. He gonna break it down.
Yahweh shall say it unto them, if ye were Abraham's children, ye would do the works of Abraham.
If you was Abraham's children, you would do the works of Abraham. Abraham served the Lord. Right. You understand? Right. Abraham did not serve the other nations. Right? So now Christ is going to end up breaking that down a little more. Keep reading.
Verse 40. But now ye seek to kill me, a man that hath told you the truth.
So what wrong did he do? Even the king, what was it, Herod? Or was it Pilate? Which one put him to death? Was it Pilate or Herod? I think it was Pilate, right? Yeah, I think it was Pilate. He turned around. I had to look it up. He turned around and said, "Hey, what did he do?" He was like, what did he do? You brought a man here, saying put him to death. What is he been charged with? And then he couldn't find nothing on him. His wife even woke up from a dream and said, "Listen, hey, let that man go. He ain't do nothing. You understand? This is wrong. Let him go." And I'm paraphrasing. You understand? And then he turned around and said, "Hey, I wash my hands of this situation. This is y'all's doing." You understand? But I wash my hands of this. All right. So keep going. He said, I've done nothing but told you the truth. But you seeking to kill me. Keep going.
which I have heard of God,
Mhm.
this did not Abraham.
Abraham wouldn't do this. You know what I'm saying? Abraham wouldn't do this right here. Keep going.
Verse 41. Ye do the deeds of your father.
Now you finna get to it. You do the deeds of your father, right? Which is, keep going.
Then said Then said they to him, We be not born of fornication.
Mm-hmm.
We have one father, even Yahweh.
Okay, so they was like, man, we wasn't born out of fornication.
Right.
We got one Father, and that's the Most High. And Christ was cutting them, and they don't even see it. They don't even see it coming.
Right.
You understand? They don't even know exactly what he's talking about, what he's getting at, because they're still claiming to be of Abraham's seed. And now we got one Father, and that's God, right? Like what the preachers say in the church. But they worship and serve every God but the Most High. You understand?
Right.
They celebrate. They going to celebrate New Year's too. They do the what they call the shut-ins at the churches. They do them lock-in things, man. I'm sure all kinds of kids is getting molested at them things. But they finna do a lock-in at a church to where the women and the children go and sleep at the damn church. Why? Because guess what? That's their way of celebrating January the 1st. You understand? When you think about it, the religious leaders, like the different popes and they that reinstated some of these holidays and turned around and tried to give it a less gruesome look. You understand? Because a lot of these celebrations, like Christmas, was you know they say the word raunchy. You know what I'm saying? Violent and stuff like that. All them celebrations surround all of that nonsense. It's all types of sexual deviancy going on at all of them. At Saturnalia, at what's a key to?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At a key to. All of that nasty stuff was going on because the goddess Ishtar was there, and she's the goddess of sex, of war and sex. They had her turning around, standing on a lion. You understand? With a bow and an arrow. That's her symbol. You know what I'm saying? That's the god of Ishtar. Supposed to be standing on a lion because the lion roars, and she's the god of lightning and thunder or something like that. Just all kinds of nonsense, man. Just all kinds. I mean, the other nations of people made a god for every damn thing, and that ain't Israel wasn't supposed to do that. You understand? So now Christ is finna get into what he's talking about. He's gonna get all the way into it. Keep going. So you can tell these Israelites, the seeds of Abraham, they lost. They still don't even know what he's talking about.
Verse 42. Yahushua said unto them,
Mm-hmm.
If God were your father, ye would love me.
If the Most High was your father, then you would love Christ. You understand? You would love Christ. Keep going.
For I proceeded forth and came from Yahweh.
He came from him. He come from the Most High. So like what they just tried to tell him is, hey, we have one Father, and that's God. Well, if God was your father, then you would love me. You understand? Go ahead, I'll get to do. Go ahead, keep reading.
Neither came I of myself, but he sent me.
So if you understand what Christ is saying, he said, I ain't coming on my own. I ain't doing this because this is what I wanted to do. You understand? This I got chose to do. I got sent to do this, right? And he turned around, and the Most High sent Christ. So if God was their father, like what they're saying, then guess what? Then you would know and understand that the Most High sent me, right? Because I didn't come on myself. Keep going.
Verse 43. Why do ye not understand my speech?
Uh-huh.
Even because ye cannot hear my word?
What did Chris Tucker say? Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? You understand? That's what Christ did, man. That's what Christ said. Do you not understand the words coming out of my mouth?
Right.
Why do you not understand me? Keep going.
Verse 44. Ye are your father, the devil.
Read it again.
Ye are your father.
Read it. Take it slow. Read it again.
Ye of your father,
Read
the
it again.
devil.
Read it again. Take your time.
Ye are of your father,
There
the
you
devil.
go. There you go. Ye are of your father, the devil. You understand? And guess who that's talking about? Who is that talking about?
I would say Esau.
It's talking about the so-called white
white
man. Absolutely. Because he is the devil the Bible speaks of. Not the red guy on that picture. That's not the devil. You understand? On that picture right there. I wish I had it in my hand. You understand? That's not the devil. The devil is the so-called white man. Right? And he's telling the seed of Abraham, who he was talking to, he's talking to these Israelites and telling them, remember he told them, he said, that I done seen this of my father, and you is doing what your father did. You doing what you seen of your father, right? So this is him now cutting them to the core, now letting them know completely you are of your father, the devil. Right. Keep reading.
And the lust of your father ye will do.
And the lust of your father ye will do. Who is celebrating holidays more now? The white man ain't halfway thinking about that. Now he going to the bank cashing checks because you're buying all of his damn chocolate and costumes for Halloween.
Right.
You're buying all of his toys and gifts and things for Christmas. You understand? You're doing what he wants you to do on each day. It ain't gonna be no liquor on the shelf this week. So if you like beer and you like strong, you better get you a little bit before that time comes, because it's gonna be all at these parties. You understand? It's gonna be at all of these New Year's parties. They finna be getting it. So all the liquor gonna be gone, just like all the food be gone on the holidays. You're buying all because you just have to make a Christmas meal, don't you? You just got to make Thanksgiving dinner. So all the turkeys, all of the hams, you understand? That's unlawful. It ain't unlawful to eat turkey, but I just wouldn't eat it because they doing it on their day.
Right.
You understand? For them to turn around and celebrate the murder of our brothers and then turn around and sit down and act like it was a wonderful and a joyous occasion by carving turkey and eating dressing and candy yams and hog mugs and chitterlings. You understand? Turn around and make this day a day that, like what the brother said, he reinvented the holidays. You understand? Black folks think because they turn around and make a turkey and make some greens and some cornbread, some mac and cheese better than the white man, I guess that's reinventing it, I guess. You know, like what their brother tried to say. He reinvents the holidays. And I told him, I said, brother, it is extremely masculine. And that's how you reinvent something, by giving them their garbage back. Something that we ain't supposed to even partake in. So to turn around and give it back to them, that's masculine right there. That's reinventing. You understand? Turning your back on the oppressor. That's how you reinvent something. You turn around and you give him what did Whitney Houston say? Crack is whack. Give him his crack back. You understand? Give him his weed back. Give him his pills, his fentanyl back, because you know it's out now. And for some odd reason, people are dying for it. They're dying to get their hands on some fentanyl. You understand? They're dying to get their hands on meth. That sister down in Cape Girardeau that just murdered her man high on them. Man, come on, high on meth, and chopped his head off with a damn sword. You understand? Because she's a junkie. You know, how about reinvent, but the day before you get high and go out your mind and you murder somebody, then you can sit in jail for the rest of your damn life. And everybody thinks that it won't happen to them. Everybody that does drugs believes it's not going to happen to them. That'll never be me. I know right now that she ain't high, and she coming down off of that, and now she realized what she did. Oh my God! I know she's saying, "How could I have done this? How could I do that? I never thought in a million years that this would be me." You understand? Decent looking sister looked like she, may have, had a job or something and was doing something right. Say, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she was on the straight and narrow path. I ain't saying she was in the truth, but I'm talking about according to the world, right? She looked like she may have been, out there working and going home, and if she had kids, raising them or whatever. You understand? But now she's gonna stay in jail. She's going to stay there. You understand? I don't know if they're gonna give her a good plea. Well, women get off. You know what I'm saying? A little lesser than men.
Right.
You understand? For some, it was only one woman that got the death penalty. Right about that. When it won, I think it was just one sister that got sentenced to death, and it hasn't been very many women that have been sentenced to life either. You understand? I can't remember, but it's something small. You understand? Because they go lighter on women. You understand? When they commit crimes. So she might. You understand? And I don't know. But look at what you did, though. So now you're going to turn around. You're going to be in jail for a while. You're going to be in jail for a while. That was John 8. You lost page? John 8. And we own 40. Yeah, we own 44 now. So start back over from the top. That's one thing you want to watch, too, when you're out there at camp. You want to make sure you hold them pages, brother, because you never know when the speaker going to have you go right back to what you was reading, right? So you want to make sure you hold your finger in that book or, something to make sure you keep your place. All right, go ahead, read it from the top. John 8:44.
John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do.
Christ is talking to these Israelites, and guess what he said he know that they going to do? The very thing that they father do. Your father's a dope fiend, so guess what? You a dope fiend. You can't wait to get your hands on drugs. The white man was the biggest dope fiend ever. What won't he smoke? What won't he get? And it was so crazy is you can't tell when he getting high. You know what I'm saying? Like black folks and white folks, they smoke weed, right? But for some odd reason, they lips don't get bigger. They lips don't get black. You understand? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, they face, they skin color, it don't change. But black folks, they get blacker in the face when they smoke weed. And like I said, the Most High most definitely put a mark on his people.
Yeah, I'm right.
You understand? He marked us for sure, where you can see and tell. Now, of course, when they got the white meth heads walking the streets in the black neighborhood, you could tell you could tell when the meth head getting high, because, boy, they turn around and start looking like Skeletor. You understand? when they on that meth. But I done seen some crackhead white people that don't even look like crackheads. They don't even look like they smoking crack. But they do all day long. I done seen, so it's very few that get down and dirty, you know what I'm saying, like our people that's walking the streets right now. You understand? Because they high and like they mind. The Lord said that would be a sign upon us. You understand? To where the other nations of people look at us and be like, God damn, look at these people. To where we will be a proverb and a byword. Not the other nations. So the other nations, they smoke weed and you can't even tell. Can't even damn tell. I don't even know. Do they even smell like it? Cause I can't. It's very seldomly I done seen a white boy smell like the weed, but a nigga, this stuff lasts on them all day long, don't it?
Kind.
That smell stay on them all day. But I done seen some white boys smoke, and it just the air is clear. You can't even smell it. But I done been in restaurants where a nigga come behind me, and I could just, oh my God, I could just smell it just reeking. You understand? Reeking on them. So like I said, white people do drugs, pop pills. I went to school with a white boy that did every damn drug.
Right.
Came to school high, got high at school, and went and got high at home. And he never stopped. He never stopped getting high. He had shrooms in his pocket. He had nuggets. You remember the nuggets from those things? That's what white boys called them. They called them nuggets. The weed, it was nuggets to them. He had nuggets all day. He had ecstasy pills. This was all day. He would come and show me what he was getting high off of every single day at school. And never once did he start geeking out. Yet he'd be in class. I mean, he wouldn't be doing no work. Now, I ain't finna lie and say he aced his class. He turned around. I ain't gonna say he got the assignment right. I ain't gonna tell you that lie. He wasn't doing nothing. But you couldn't really tell that the dude was high. Like, you know what I'm saying? But our brothers, you can smell it on them. He used to smoke the nuggets on break. You know what I'm saying? Lunches and when we had breaks and stuff like that. But I never smelt it. I never could smell it when he came back and when he got done. But the brothers and the sisters, when they would do it, oh my God, I could smell it immediately. You understand? So that's kind of weird. You know, that's kind of weird. Like I said, you can see a meth head. You know what I'm saying? You see a crackhead, especially when they out here smoking in the city with our people, because they know, hell, you got the best dope in the world anyway. That's all you do is get high. You understand? So they know where to come get the dope at, in the hood. So that's why they deal with you. That's why we see them periodically. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, he's saying that homosexuality, that you doing that because guess what? Guess who did it? Your father, the devil. That lesbianism, them threesomes and foursomes that you think is so good, you're doing it because you are of your father, the devil. Celebrating Christmas and New Year's, you're doing it because you are of your father, the devil, which is the white man, because that's who taught this stuff to you. You understand? That's who taught it to them, and that's who taught it to us right now today. Once we integrated with these people, we wanted to be them so bad, that's what we started doing every single thing like them. They already had us going to church, walking back and forth with a Bible that we never read. You know what I'm saying? That we never would read. But had our people go, I see them when they be going in these churches now, when I be riding around coming to the school for the radio show. I see the husband, I see the woman, or I see the woman with the kids walking, just got the Bible in their hand, all faithful as could be. And guess what? It's just as evil as all get out. Ain't keeping no laws in that book, ain't reading it no other time but until the pastor tell you turn to them one or the two scripture that he gonna give you.
Right.
And you know it's about love, about.
Right.
It's about love or prosperity, right? About how God love you so much, he just wants you to be rich. That's all they talking about. Meanwhile, he up there blinging like a fool. You know what I'm saying? Got the best car on the parking lot. You own the bus. You understand? You can barely afford a bus ticket through the week. Them things damn near $100 now, ain't they? Ain't they about $100? Boy, I remember them damn things was 20 or 25. Wasn't they buying for a monthly pass? They was like, yeah, I think it was 20 and 25. I remember when it went up to 30. When I was in school, I think was that right? About 25, 30 when we was in school. Hey, man. Now, bus ticket about $100 for a monthly, and they done cut out all the routes, so you ain't even getting to half of the places that you need to be at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So come on. All right, keep reading.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a murderer from the beginning. The white man has that spirit of Cain. You understand? That's what it's talking about, the first murderer, right? And the white man has that spirit. Because who has murdered more of anything than him? People, animals. You understand? For sport, he go out and make a damn rug out of an animal.
Right.
You understand? Half the time he catch something, fish and things like that, and don't even eat them. Just catch them just to be having them. You know what I'm saying? Like the white man, he is the devil. Keep going.
And abide not in the truth.
The white man is not in the truth, never have, and never will he be. You got so many black people out here that have so much faith and so much love for our oppressor. They really believe that there is a heathen that's going to just keep the laws on their own and be in the truth on their own. Trying to compare them being in the kingdom. They're going to be forced to do it. You understand? There ain't gonna be no bats being eaten in the kingdom. You understand? We're gonna turn around and make sure that they never do anything like that. Because guess who's gonna be in charge? We will. Under our King, under Yahushua, under Christ. We are going to, the Bible says that we, the Israelites, are going to reign with him on the earth. You understand? That's the kingdom of heaven. That place where black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men are going to rule this planet earth with our King. Not up in the sky and your cup going to run it over. You're going to have wings on your back. You'll be flying around so pretty and so, you know what I'm saying? No, none of that. You understand? None of that Christian mumbo jumbo. All right? Keep going.
Because the truth is not in him.
The truth is what?
Because the truth is not in him.
The truth is not in him. Christ ain't said it was not in him. It is not. It's not in none of them. Mm-hmm. You understand? None of them. Keep going this morning. Yep. Go ahead.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Guess what? When the white man lie, he puts himself in the lie.
Right.
Right? Like he said, he's Jesus. You go look on the wall. The white man said, the devil said that he's Jesus Christ. So who did he make him look like? Made him look like him. You understand? Now, if you got silly black people that say that it don't matter. If it didn't matter, then why would he change it? The Bible says that Christ is crispy black. You understand? And if it was not important, it didn't matter, why would the white man change it? And Christ is telling them why, because he puts himself in the lie. He speaketh of his own. When he lie and say, I'm Jesus Christ, guess who the picture was of Jesus Christ? The white man. When he says that I'm the Egyptians, the Egyptians was dark skinned as well. And guess when you look at the Jesus Walks movies, what do they look like? They look like they white. You understand? Everybody, Moses, the Moses movies, right? Let my people go. He's white. Noah and the ark, they're white. You understand? The white man puts himself in the lie. He speaketh of his own. So he turn around and every single lie that he tell, he put himself in that lie. All right? Keep going.
A little bit left.
He is a liar.
He is a what?
He is a liar.
He is a what?
A liar.
He is a what?
A liar.
The white man, the devil, the Bible speaks of, he is a liar. And what?
And the father of it.
And he's the father of it.
Right.
All of these lies about January 1st being the new year, he is the father of the lie. Who told us? Who told it to us?
He did.
Who told it to us? He did. Right? When he said that Jesus was born on December 25th, when the Bible doesn't give you any such indication that he was born in the wintertime. He was definitely born in the spring. So who told you that? Where do we get that from? We got that from the so-called white man, from the devil. Right? Go back to that article, but I'll read some more of that. That's where we got that from. You understand? That's where we got that from. From the devil. He is the father of them lies. Go ahead, keep reading. Was that it on it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, God, yeah.
Throughout antiquity, civilizations around the world developed increasingly sophisticated calendars, typically pinning the first day of the year to an agricultural or astronomical event. In Egypt, for instance, the year began with the annual flooding of the Nile, which coincided with the rising of the star Sirius. The first day of the Chinese New Year, meanwhile, occurred with the second new moon after the winter solstice.
So it's all kinds of different things that they got mixed up into these celebrations. It ain't just one thing, like it's the New Year and we're going to watch the ball drop in Times Square. You know what I'm saying? It originates with all different types of things that the heathens started worshiping, right? Like the winter solstice, key to the new year. You understand? We ain't worship the new year. You understand? Who is that? The god of agriculture. Which one is that? I can't think of who that one is, but just all kinds of nonsense. The Celts, they turned around and worshiped the winter solstice, believing that they was going to turn around and have crops in the winter time. That's what they was praying for. All kinds of stuff, man. Go ahead, keep reading a little more.
January 1st becomes New Year's Day. The early Roman calendar consisted of 10 months and 304 days, with each new year beginning at the vernal equinox. According to tradition, it was created by Romulus, the founder of Rome.
Okay, now you know the story of Romulus was Remus. Remus, right? That's his brother name, correct?
Kind.
Remus and Romulus, the two brothers. You know what I'm saying? Rome was named after the brother Romulus. Make a long story short, they got into a dispute. You understand? And then they ended up having a fight. And then Romulus conquered and killed his brother, Remus. You understand? And then that's how Rome got his name after him. So then he invented, what did he say? The Roman calendar, 10 months until they turned around and who was that because it should be in there. Who was that used the Julian calendar? That's kind of close to the Gregorian, kind of close to the calendar that we got now. It should be in there somebody. Was it Alexander somebody?
Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar. He made the Julian calendar. You understand? And that's closer to, you know, the months and things and how it goes now. He turned around and had the best scientists in the land, the best mathematicians figure out this calendar and make the Julian calendar. Figure out how the sun and every damn thing rotate. You know what I'm saying? To come up with the new calendar, right? And so, who was that added? It was somebody that added. Was it him that added them extra days?
King Numa Pompeius.
He added how many more days was to the calendar? And what was the name of his calendar? Do it say it in there? Okay, no sweat. I had to look that one back up.
The Gregorian.
One of them is they added days to it. I can't remember. We'll look it up. But back to the point was, this is where all of this stuff come from. This is heathens culture, right? They made January 1st the start of the new year, when it's not. The new year is when things are new. You understand? When the grass is new, the trees is new. You understand? Everything is new, right? Not when it's dying. You can look outside, boys, leaves everywhere. They falling off the tree. They're withering. They're dying, right? Because this is not the New Year's. It's winter. You
Right.
understand? It's cold, and nothing's going to grow. I think, what is that? Greens is the only thing that grow year round, right? Yeah, greens is, huh?
They grow. Yeah, they can sprout.
Yeah, I think it's about the only thing that'll grow out the ground in the wintertime is some greens. Now, I love me some greens now. You know what I'm saying? Some greens and some cornbread, man. But you ain't getting much of nothing else out the ground when, like I said, it's cold. It's hard. You understand? The ground is extremely hard right now because it's getting cold. And then when it do snow, it's going to get harder than that. So what the hell going to grow up out the damn hard-ass cold ground? Nothing. Nothing but some greens. You understand? That's about it. I don't know how them greens do it, but they say them greens will pop up, you know. But they say they will grow year-round. Nothing else will. You understand? And that's where the different worship of the winter solstice and all of that come from, the god of agriculture, them praying to their god that it would rain and the snow would go away and the weather would be nice so we could have some crops. That's it. And then the New Year's resolution, because we at the end of the class, get ready for the announcements. Where the New Year's resolutions come from is the Babylonians. What the people would do during their celebration, Akitu, is they would turn around and make promises to their God, right? If they would, in exchange for a good year, they're promising to be a good person, right? They're going to turn around and, there's a lot of farming and stuff going on back then. They would borrow a lot of tools and stuff like that. So they would turn around and make sure that they would give the tools back, that they would make this New Year's resolution. Back then, it wasn't necessarily called that. They would just make promises to the gods. You understand? What's his name?
Marduk.
Marduk. You understand? They would make promises to their god Marduk because he was the ultimate one. You understand? He was the ultimate god at that time, and I think his wife, what's her name? Look her name up real quick. She was another prominent one, of course, because she was so-called married to him. You understand? So it was Marduk and
Tiamat.
who?
Tiamat.
That's his wife name.
That's
No,
the
it- no.
sea goddess.
No, but his wife. His wife was a prominent goddess too. I can't think of it. It's something kind of close to his name, if I'm not mistaken. It starts with an M as well. If you can't find it, don't worry about it. But yeah, they turn around and would make promises to Marduk saying that they'll do this, they'll do that, they're gonna, be a better person, in exchange for the God so-called blessing them that year.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Is Marduk's wife was the goddess Sarpantinum. Sarpantinum.
Okay.
Sarpantinum.
And she was another one known. You got what she known for in her? I think she was known for was she motherhood? Was it motherhood? She was known for 3 or 4 different things too. I can't remember. But find what she was, if it's in there. It should tell you what she was known for as well. But anyway, if you can't find it, don't worry about it, worry. But yeah, they that's where it started from. That's where the tradition started from the people promising to God to be a better person in exchange for a successful year, for a good year, right? And what are people gonna do come January 1st? Well, starting December, you understand, the last day of December the 31st. What are they gonna start doing? What are they gonna do December 31st? While they out drinking and having orgies and all kinds of what do they claim they gonna do come January the 1st? Go ahead. What's it called?
New Year's resolution.
New Year's resolution. The New Year's resolution. You understand? They claim, you know what? And black folks, the biggest one that I've always used to hear was, "I'ma stop cussing." That's I'm like, that's it. That's all you need to change. Like, I'm looking at these people of mine like, there's a whole lot that you could change, but that's all you want to change about you is cussing. You understand? And you know why, right? You know why black people say that and come up with a New Year's resolution? You know why they do it?
They need to change.
Huh?
They probably need to change.
They need to change, but why do they come up with a resolution? Why do they come up with a New Year's resolution? Something small as cussing. Give me some of the ones that you know that black people say. Right? You know what? Give me one good one that black people say that they gonna do as a New Year's resolution. As a whole, you've heard people say it 1,000 times. Just give me one that you know of. Stop buying shoes. Okay.
Some say stay in shape or eat healthy.
They gonna eat healthy. Okay, go ahead. They gonna stop smoking.
Yeah.
Give me one, Bob.
They're They're gonna save money. They're gonna get money. They're gonna get rich.
Oh, they're gonna save their money. Go ahead. They gonna get right with God. Come on. What else? You want more?
I'm gonna be a better person.
You'll be a better person. Do you know why they say those things? Why do they come up with those resolutions? Why do they say them? Come on.
Is it because they know that they live in a life of destruction?
Nope.
I was gonna say something similar.
Something similar to that. They know they ain't gonna change. You understand? They know they're not gonna change. The moment when they say, "Oh, my New Year's resolution, I'm gonna stop smoking this year. I'm done smoking." What do you see that person doing? Smoking. You don't never see them stop. When they say, "I'm gonna get right with Jesus. I'm gonna get right with the Lord," do they ever get right with God? Do you ever see them step foot in the ISUPK? Because going to church, they know church is filled with hypocrites. From the pastor all the way down to the smallest member. The church is filled with hypocrites. They know that that's not the house of God. People sit and look at churches and say, how could this go on in a place of God? But they'll continue to go. They'll continue to go. But they know in their mind, they're like, no, this can't be right because there's too much hypocrisy going on. I've heard a lot of them say that. There's too much hypocrisy going on in this place. Right? So they know. Do they ever get right with God? No. Do they ever save their money about it? No. No, they don't. Soon as they get them taxes, it's gone. Soon as they get them income taxes, it's gone. That's all they really be praying for and making a New Year's resolution for, hoping they get a big tax return. That's all. And then when they get it, it's gone. Or it's gonna be cars and shoes and bottles and weave and nails and lashes and clothes everywhere until the money is gone. You understand? I seen what last tax season, boy, they was getting it in so tough. I seen some sisters, boy, they hopped out rental cars, new outfits, weave all the way down to the ground, braids was to the floor. No lie, this is no lie. I said, damn, boy, they must have got that big one, they must have got that big 9,000-10,000 back. I know sisters is getting that much back in taxes. You understand? They was out there getting them. I don't know if they was rentals or they went and bought them some new cars or something, but they was out there getting it. You understand? And that's what they gonna do. They gonna make their New Year's resolution, hoping that they get a big tax return, and after that it's gonna be on. They're not gonna stop smoking. They're not gonna stop being gay. They're not gonna stop celebrating holidays. They can't wait until the next one comes. The slaves are ready and prepared for the next holiday. And with that, I pass the class over to Priest Aban Azor, Priest and Officer Aban Azor.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for New